Seasoned like a traditional tartare and punched with extra acidity, earthy pickled beets, compact with smoked mackerel and a runny cured soy mirin yolk. And this is smoked mackerel, beet tartare, pea puree, creme fraiche, radish, cured soy mirin yolk, garnished with purple radish and pea shoots. To begin with, separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. Here I am preparing a couple of eggs, as these are spectacular to spread on toast or adding to a donburi bowl. The egg whites can be used for the meringue or an egg white omelette for that protein dopamine. Add a 50-50 ratio of light soy and mirin to a container. It's probably wiser to whisk the soy and mirin in a separate bowl and then add to a container to avoid potentially bursting the egg yolks if the liquid is poured over them too rapidly. Finally, dice half a shallot and roughly chop the drained capers. Add to a large mixing bowl. Carefully grate 2 medium-sized cooked beetroots. These are the vacuum-packed pickled ones found in any supermarket. Add to the same bowl along with a wedge of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Remove any apparent lemon pips to avoid any hesitant nasty surprises, as you may have noticed in this video. Add a dash of horseradish for a slight kick and season well with sea salt and cracked black pepper. Next, peel the smoked mackerel skin off and flake the smoked mackerel flesh into the mixing bowl. Mix all the ingredients together until well combined. For the pea puree, blanch some frozen peas, add to a blender along with freshly squeezed lemon juice, some water to combine, and seasoning. Press the pea puree through a chinois or sieve for a smoother, delicate puree, and add to a squeezy bottle, which you can keep refrigerated. Break up the walnut pieces into a small dry frying pan, allow to toast over a medium heat, then remove them from the pan and add a tablespoon of caster sugar to the dry pan. Allow the sugar to dissolve on its own accord, avoid stirring. If it begins to turn, take the pan off the heat, add the toasted walnut pieces to the formed caramel and coat evenly. Place the coated walnuts onto a lined parchment tray and allow to cool. Avoid the temptation to taste test hot caramel unless you want incinerated fingertips or an glazed tongue. Once the walnuts have cooled down, roughly chop the caramelized walnuts into smaller pieces which are suitable for a garnish. Slice the radish using a mandolin or use a knife if you don't have one. Please take extra care if you've never used a mandolin, as we don't need extra protein pieces in this dish. Place a large medium-sized ring into the centre of a presentable plate. Add the beetroot and smoked mackerel tartare to the ring. Pat and smooth down the surface. Gently form an oval dent in the centre, which will allow the yolk to sit comfortably and not slide away. Place and overlap the radish slices around the edges of the tartare. Add 3 dots of the pea puree and pipe the creme fraiche in between. Carefully spoon over the overnight cured yolks and add to the middle of the smoked mackerel and beetroot tartare. As you can see, the yolks have become more stabilised overnight, obtaining a jammier consistency. Garnish with the caramelised walnuts, purple radish and pea shoots. Lemon balm also works wonders with this dish as a garnish.